Hey there, BZ people, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Black Chainlocke. Don't forget, if we can get 10 likes on this video, we will get a bonus episode of the Chainlocke next week. Also, don't forget, if you want to see this streaming live, I do this for about an hour and a half every Tuesday morning at 7:30 Central Time. Let's get busy and get to the video. Hey there, BZ people, and welcome to the 6th stream of our Pokemon Black Chainlocke Challenge with me, Bork from Bork and Zim Gaming. If you missed the last episode, we did go ahead and get the 4th gym badge. We lost our Palpitoad in the process of doing it. I think he got taken out by a Tauros, which is really lame considering how well he was taking hits before, and then he gets one attack raise and suddenly he hits super hard. But that's in the past. We'll move forward. Let's take a look at who we have on our team. We'll explore this area that we're in real quick and go ahead and get ourselves another encounter, which I'm excited for, and move on to the next city. So, starting off our team, we have our earliest lasting member of the team, Iceberg the Lapras with Water Pulse, Confuse Ray, Body Slam, and Ice Fang. We have Blaster the Blastoise with Bite, Cut, Size Strike, and Razor Shell. We have Paul the Chatot with Chatter, Sing, Fiery Dance, and Night Slash. We have Lockender the Wynot with Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Teeter Dance. And we have Lighthouse the Dragonite with Fiery Dance, Thunder Wave, Air Cutter, and Dragon Breath. And finally we have Akali the Kabuto, newest member of our team, with Absorb, Leer, Mudshot, and Sand Attack. And Akali's going to be holding that experience share while we try and get a few more levels on our Akali. Maybe get a Kabutops. At the very least, we have access to rock types at the moment. So if you guys are in the stream this morning, don't forget to say hello. I love chatting with you guys. You could definitely help guide the conversation that we're having. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and ramble, most likely. Talking about Golurks and how they're going to be going down to these water pulses. Kind of feel like the Pokemon in this area are a little lower level than what they should be at this point in the game. Could be completely wrong. So yeah, this weekend I did a lot of driving, about 7-8 hours in total from Friday through Sunday. And Friday night we went down to my wife's parents' house. She did Paul up front to give him some training, just to visit with some family. Her dad's garden is coming in pretty good, so we got some fresh green beans and we got to eat some broccoli, and it was a good time there. My niece and nephew were there, and they spent most of the weekend fighting over my laptop to see who would get to play Minecraft next. It's amazing. If you want children to pay attention to you, just bring a computer and play Minecraft. That's really all you need to do. And so I let each of them start their own world on there. My nephew, both of them of course were in creative mode. I mean, they are only, I think, 7 and 8. My nephew built himself a little wooden house and a little farm, which in creative mode, it's kind of cheap. I feel like if you're going to be in creative mode, he could have, it was a log cabin, so that's kind of cool. Hi, I am a humble maid. My master has a big heart to match his big belly. He's a gourmet, so I'm looking for ingredients that will make his heart jump for joy. Oh, that aroma. It smells so gourmet. Do you have a wonderful ingredient in your bag? Would you consider selling it to me? Sure. I have... What do I have that she would want? I have a tiny mushroom. Oh, it smells so good. That tiny mushroom of yours is a very rare ingredient. Yeah, that's really not worth it. So let's get on out of here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an encounter in. Definitely want to see what we can encounter here. Besides more trainer battles, of course. Of course. And so, what else did we do that weekend? Watch some movies. I caught up with all of this week's UCL battles, and there were some surprising upsets in this week's games. I don't know if you guys follow the UCL at all, but Patters, I think at the point when he got down to his last Pokemon, his opponent Nips had 4 Pokemon left, and no, he had 5 left, I think. And Patters, with just a Cresselia, was able to take all 5 of them down. So it was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely an awesome match to watch. Definitely makes me appreciate Cresselia more. She might be coming back to one of our teams as a wall. And we definitely need to get Lapras out of the front. He is getting a little bit over leveled. So Paul, why don't you come out to the front? And I'm gonna go ahead and bring up our item finder. That's not the button to bring up the item finder. That is though. Let's see here. What else did we do? And then my wife on Saturday, she downloaded an audiobook of Divergent from the Divergent series. We had not read the books before. We had not watched the movie. So she got that set up. That is a normal and psychic type. So this is our first encounter. I've always wanted to use a Girafarig, so I think I'm going to deposit, why not, and put this thing on the team, assuming we can catch it. I'm pretty sure Girafarigs are pretty bulky, so it should be able to survive a chatter, right? Oh yeah, I survived it like a champ. He's already interested in the team. He's sniffing around, sniffing us. We land a Sing, which is pretty gosh darn awesome. Forgot to use my quick balls again. I always forget about that. So we hooked the Divergent audiobook up into our car as we drove from Sparta to Horicon, which is where my sister's fiance lives. She actually just got a teaching job down there, and she's going to be moving down there next month, assuming she can find an apartment, which I don't have any doubts on her. She could find it totally. Yeah, we caught the Girafarig. Let's see here. What do you got for me? Girafarig, the long neck Pokemon. The head on its tail contains a small brain. It can instinctively fight even while facing backwards. You would think it'd have some sort of awesome ability that would go based off of that. Girafarig. You are a giraffe. You have a long neck. You have 2 heads, 2 brains. Double-minded. Yeah, I think I want to call you double-minded. So let's go ahead and get that name typed in. Oh, I can't fit it. Let's see if we can't come up with something else. You got a long neck, you're psychic and normal. I'm just gonna call you Brains. Because he's got 2 brains. There we go. It's a beautiful nickname. So yeah, we listened to a majority of Divergent on Sunday as we drove between Sparta and Horicon. But we didn't quite finish it. We did finish that audiobook last night. Just hooked up my wife's phone to some speakers in our living room, and it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. Story was not what I was expecting it to be. It was pretty interesting, pretty awesome. Some things I felt were somewhat predictable, although I'll admit that I knew that since they kept talking about those serums and the simulations, that something was going to happen with that. I didn't expect them to be taking over everyone's brain in mass like that. And I'm sorry if I just gave away spoilers. But let's see here. What else did they do? And you know, that drive, the GPS, it kept trying to take us. Essentially, I don't know. On the way down, we got to this one road where it didn't tell us to turn, so we went straight, and then it's like, oh, you have to do a U-turn. And so we turned around to do the U-turn and head back to get back on the road that they wanted us to take, and then it tells us to turn at a different time, so we end up taking a different route to the place. And then when we went to leave, it kept telling us just to turn around, so my wife had the map up, and we could have had a Lugia! Oh, that is annoying. Alright, double down on the Lugia. We can get some good experience out of this. And go ahead and bite that Lugia. And hopefully we don't lose anyone out of this. Oh gosh, I think we just need to run. Or maybe not, that didn't do so much. And that did enough that we should be able to take it out. Way to go, Paul, coming through with the crit in the clutch. I think we've seen that Paul is faster than Lugia, so we'll have Paul attack. You know what? We're gonna have them both double down the Lugia. You never know what could happen. That's right. Attack my much more defensive Blastoise. So the Lugia went down. That's gonna be some good experience. Let's see here. Oh, not as good as I thought it would be. But yeah, so driving back was interesting. The U-turn, or the GPS kept telling me to make U-turns, and my wife kept telling me ignore the GPS. So what did we do after? Oh, and then we were at the party, and my future brother-in-law, my sister's fiance, he apparently he grilled out for us, and it was on a grill that apparently he won from work. Not exactly won, but he works at Menards, and for not missing so many days in a row or working every scheduled shift, he they gave him like a $500 gift certificate for the store, and so he used it to get a nice little grill. Definitely kind of jealous of that. That was a really nice grill. But my sister's fiance's place, he had a swimming pool there, which was, I'm talking like a robot. I'm really sorry. It was a pretty nice pool. It's kind of murky, but you know, I don't know what you really expect. The water was kind of nice and cool, and it was kind of hot on Sunday, so that was nice. And there was a little baby there. I love hanging out with little babies. Well, I guess you can't really call it a little baby, more like a maybe 1 or 2 year old. She's mobile. She's got teeth coming in. She gets into any and everything you don't want her to. I don't know what it is, but it seems like the more you try to keep a child away from something, the more they think, this is something I have to have. I just have to have this. But, so I gotta play keep away with the baby. Or keep the baby out of this room. Because we did move into the house with the AC, which was so nice. And I got to meet for the first time Pandor. So you're a water type. We have nothing for water types. Dragonite, come out here and do something cool, because we haven't seen you yet, and you're awesome. Gosh, what was I talking about? Got to meet my sister's fiance's parents and his brother and his sisters and their significant others for the first time, and it seemed like a lot of really nice people. So my sister's going to a pretty good family, or we're going to be marrying into a pretty good family, I should say. So I'm definitely excited for her. Wedding's in about a year, a little less than a year. So they got plenty of time to plan. Not like my wife and I, who decided, oh, I just met you, and this is crazy, but let's get married. No regrets yet. Got engaged after, we knew that after a month of dating that we wanted to get married. Got engaged after 3 months, and got married after 8 months. And been wedded bliss ever since. Okay, so what are you going to want to do? I'm just going to chatter at you. And if you have guillotine and you land it, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, mental claw, that shouldn't do much. Did more than I wanted. Not going to lie. But we also get potentially an encounter on the bridge. I know that getting the Pokemon is kind of rare rather than the items, which I wonder if the items will be randomized. That would be pretty awesome to have Master Balls falling down from the sky. Yeah, let's see here. That was pretty much my weekend. So what else happened during the week? So I work for a medical insurance company in the call center, which I really don't want to. It's kind of, I don't know. At this point, I feel pretty powerless, because when these people call in, besides telling them information about their plan, or sometimes being able to give them information about why their claim was denied, there's really not a whole lot I can do for these people, except tell them, well, this is what your plan says, and that's why this is doing this. Oh, I better get that back. And I don't know. I am not a big fan of the health insurance industry. I kind of feel that it's kind of dumb, where it's like you have to pay a couple $100s a month for this health insurance, and then you have to pay a couple $1,000s if you have a normal plan. If you have a really good plan, you may not have a deductible, or you may have like a really low deductible, and you'll still complain that your deductible is too high, in which case I want to say, be quiet. You have a $250 deductible. I will trade my $1,500 deductible to you in a second, or my $2,000 deductible. But what can I say? If they then you have to pay that deductible, and then they'll cover a portion of it. A portion of your bills they'll cover. I just, and don't get me started on car insurance. I feel that car insurance is such a scam. Here, why don't you pay for something every single month, and as soon as you actually need to use it, we're going to charge you more. I mean, that's kind of not fair. I feel if you're going to increase my rates if I do get in an accident, and even if it's not my fault, then I should probably be starting out at free. because otherwise it's kind of ridiculous that it's just all of a sudden, oh yeah, someone bumped into your car, you owe us money now, or you owe us more money, because even though it's not your fault, you're at higher risk because people are attracted to your car or something. I don't know. I've never really had all that positive of an outlook on insurance plans or policies, no matter what the kind is. And I don't know. But you guys probably don't want to sit here and listen to me complain about insurance. Maybe you want to sit here and listen to me complain about the weather. It's been really warm lately, and I can't turn on my AC. Doesn't really bother me too much. I get a little sweaty, but apparently everyone else gets really concerned that I'm in the heat. I got a guitar. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and... You know what? I'll do it in the next city. We're going to add that giraffe rig onto our team. Gotta grab that item quick. And I want my item finder back on. But we're definitely adding that giraffe rig to the team. I'm going to see... Maybe we'll... I have mixed feelings. Part of me wants to keep the thingamabob, you know, the doohickey, the thinger, the experience share on a collie, our Kabuto, till we get a Kabutops, because I know Kabutops is going to be awesome to have. This way. Now to contact him. So do gym leaders only have the authority to raise and lower this bridge? It's me, Alyssa. Please lower the drawbridge. I have a couple of trainers here who want to challenge you. Okay, thanks. Now watch this. Okay, let's sit back and watch this. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. It'd be really cool if we could like jump off of the bridge into the water. Go surfing down there, because it looks like there'd be some pretty sweet Pokemon down there. Some pretty dangerous ones if they have to keep the bridge raised. And then this bridge will stay down for the rest of the game. I have a TV gig, so I've got to go. Gym leader in the next town may take some getting used to. Do your best, both of you. What I am is a trainer. I'll prove I'm right by getting stronger and winning in battle, and even against the champion. Okay, have fun, Sharon. Don't forget to write. So, I'm going to allow us to have 3 passes over the bridge to try and get an encounter. If we can't find something in those 3 passes, we will write down that we get an encounter here and come back to it at a later date. Because, well, I do want to get as many encounters as possible, or maybe we'll give ourselves an extra encounter in the next area. When a ship passes, the bridge raises and lowers, but Clay controls when the ships run from the start, so when the bridge raises and lowers, it's up to Clay. It's a pretty powerful guy. What were we talking about? So I think that's the end of the bridge, right? Yeah. So we're gonna make one more pass back and then one more pass over and see if we can't find a Pokemon to encounter, because I'm pretty sure that we can encounter Pokemon on this bridge. And if not, we'll just pick up an extra encounter somewhere else. Well, we're getting all kinds of items to increase our stats, which is nice. Got a muscle wing. Okay, there we go. We did get an encounter on the bridge. Please be something we can chain into. Oh, it's a shaman, but we don't have any grass types. Oh, man. Oh. I'm pretty sure you're not a grass flying type. That totally stinks. At least it'll be good experience. I know Shaman's pretty bulky, so it might survive this attack. Yeah, it survived that no problem. Okay, alright, maybe I could be doing Fiery Dance. So the speed tie with the Shaman, so we should take it out here. There we go. Oh, guys, that is so sad. Oh, suddenly I wish we had caught in like a Tropius in the last route or something. Oh, man. But we do have... Oh, I didn't mean to go off the bridge. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more pass. See if we can't find something else. Come on, I know you're here. Okay, we got another encounter. And this one is... What is up with all these awesome Pokemon on the bridge and us not having anything to link into them? Oh, man. Let's run. I gotta heal Paul up. I gotta do it. Let's go here into our bag, and we'll get Paul some water. Did I use up all my water? I did not. Okay. So here you go, Paul. Have a drink. Oh. So this is the tough part about the Chainlocke. We could have had a Shaman or a Charmeleon, potentially. Both of them, if they were just in their next form, we could have added them onto the team because we have flying types. But how about some more encounters? How about something really sweet, like maybe a partially flying type that we could chain into? Here's the halfway point. I'm not seeing any more shadows. There's a shadow. Are you our last attempt? Another thing to increase our speed. Alright. We will give up on this encounter for now. Definitely want to come back. I might do something... I don't want to do it in between episodes because you guys won't be there with me. I don't know. If anyone's in the chat, let me know what you guys want me to do with that bridge. I'm thinking, since it is... Oh, here we go. Chatting time. So you're the trainers I was talking about, eh? I'm Clay, the gym leader around these parts. Don't be expecting no welcome now, cause we lowered that bridge. Team Plasma guys we caught done escaped in all the ruckus. What a bother. We're grateful that you lowered the bridge, but how is it our fault that they escaped? You can say whatever you want, but what's important is y'all showed up and then Team Plasma escaped. Maybe it's a little heavy-handed, but you ought to start looking for Team Plasma too. You're both talented trainers, aren't you? Tell you what, if you fight Team Plasma, I'll let you challenge my gym. Life's all about give and take. Can you do that?
Well, I suppose that's fair, but really, we would have looked for Team Plasma even if he hadn't asked. I can get stronger while beating that bothersome bunch. Bork, I'll go on ahead.
You're only going on ahead because I can't move while you're on the screen. Gosh, what were we talking about? I know we can get some pretty sweet items around here. What do you have for us? Works in the cold storage. That's that could be an interesting job. You have someplace cool to hang out even during the summer. Let's take an item away from you. Because you're about to go into the PC, my friend. Into the PC. It's a sad day when you're why not. It's gonna cry not. Oh man, Team Plasma stealing people's Pokemon here too. That's just not right. Hey, the professor gave you a Pokemon Searcher Journey, right? If that Pokemon is still with you, if you have... Oh. We can't learn that move. Because we don't have our starter anymore. Our starter was a Wingull. And he's gone to the great sky above.